Right? And then we're going to go live. And now we're going to our intro. We're back. I like this hook. You got a book you want to tell us about? Well, let's talk. There's no other place to do it. Only on Cast the Craze. Cast the Craze.
Wherever there's trouble, G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra and Destro, fighting to save the day. He never gives up, he's always there, fighting for freedom over land and air. G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe is there.
Welcome to Cast the Craze Podcast Audio Mix. I am Sam, the crazy man, Vera, and I am with
George,
Medina.
the dreamer.
Medina.
Yo, Sam has really gone all out to try to get this intro a little more hype.
Yes. We got George in the house.
Oh man, how you doing, Sam?
What's up, Dreamer? What's up, Dreamer?
Chilling, man. How you doing?
I'm good. We are live on Facebook.
Yes, Happy New Year.
And we're live on Instagram. So for Instagram, if you're following us, we are live on Facebook. You couldn't hear what we can hear in here. Maybe you could. I don't know. You probably could.
Yeah, you probably can. I'm not sure.
So, but you can't see what I can see. You're blind. You're blind by the fact. So we're just doing this for secondary for anybody who's not willing to go on Facebook and live and chat with us. This segment is about G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe. That was that intro. I haven't heard that song in ages, man. I remember being a little kid coming home every day after school, catching that G.I. Joe cartoon, man. G.I. Joe was a
fantastic
phenomenon.
All right, so we're not experts, we're not historians. Just want to make sure we understand this. We're not historians, we're not experts, but we're just fans. I grew up with G.I. Joe in the G.I. Joe course. I transitioned from Star Wars to G.I. Joe as a kid. And for me, I still have... All right, so this is... Story time. So I had this amazing collection of G.I. Joes. I had over 173 action figures, and I'm talking about the 3 1/4 inch action figures.
Wait, how many action figures you had?
173.
No.
Because remember, I also had multiple of the...
So you had...
The soldiers.
Okay. All right. The Cobras, right?
Yeah.
The Vipers.
The Vipers and the... oh, my God. Wait. See, I shouldn't be hitting... those guys. Anyway, so I had like duplicates of some of the Cobra soldiers, but I had 173, and I had all these vehicles, and I had all these ships. On top of that, I had He-Man, I had Thundercats, I had all these stuff, and I had a closet full of stuff.
Yeah.
I come home from school one day, and it's all gone. The closet's empty. Mind you, the closet was full to the top, and the closet was empty.
What?
I go running out to the trash. It's gone. Once the neighborhood found out all my stuff was out there, my brother threw it all out.
No, come on.
Yes.
Come on.
He threw my stuff out.
Oh my God. Does he hate you? Like, did you guys have problems?
I was in the 5th grade in elementary school, and his thing was you're too big.
No.
Yeah. Dude.
Wow.
And I vowed since then to go back and collect my stuff again. So throughout the years, I waited, and so I have right now about maybe 98 figures of my G.I. Joe. They're all in boxes.
So you went back to the stores and bought them, or like you bought them on eBay?
I went to there was a yard sale in my neighborhood, and there was this kid. He was selling all his G.I. Joes, and so I found out, then my friends found out we were very competitive, and everyone was trying to rush. So I'm running home to get money, and he was selling it cheap. And I bought some of the stuff that I like, from Frostbite to Snow Job and Blizzard, which is my snow team. To Lady J, Scarlet, the Baroness.
Destro. Remember Destro? I remember being 7. No, I was 7, maybe 7 or 8 years old, and I had a friend named Jabbar, bro. He had tons of GI Joes. He was like 100 and something. And every day, we'd bring some GI Joes to school at lunchtime. We'd go outside and we'd play with the GI Joes.
Right.
And one day, we were talking about our favorites. One day, I come home and I realized that Shipwreck is lost.
Oh.
I lost Shipwreck.
That's no bueno.
Dude, I literally cried.
That's no
like,
bueno.
I was crying because I lost Shipwreck, bro.
What's up, JD?
Oh, JD.
Yes, JD Cutterell's on.
It was one of those things where, like, and so I can't even imagine.
I love
173 action figures and you're gone? Are you crazy?
Shipwreck, you had Gung Ho.
Yeah.
You had.
I had Tunnel Rat. I mean, I don't know.
Tunnel Rat. Yeah, there was Tunnel Rat. There was but which was the other one? He had the dress blues, the Marine dress blues with the hat, the white hat. What was his name? Was that Gung Ho? Probably. It was probably that was probably Gung Ho. I loved Bazooka, Roadblock. Dang.
Yeah, well, they had Snake. We were talking Snake Eyes up on the screen, right? I didn't even know Liefeld drew that.
The Evil Twin Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Zaymot and Tomax,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I remember. Wow. I remember when G.I. Joe the movie came out.
I mean, how many versions of Cobra Commander were there?
Yes, yeah, Cobra Commander Battle Armor, Cobra Commander Faceplate, Cobra Commander Hooded Cobra Commander.
Which one was your favorite though?
Mine was Hooded Cobra Commander.
The hooded one?
But I also like the faceplate because I had the one where you had the removable faceplate.
Yes, I like that one. Yes. I like that one.
But I also like Cobra, la 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 la.
Oh yeah, Serpentor. Yes, Serpentor.
Serpentor. Oh man,
dude, that show was great.
I remember
that show was great
when G.I. Joe released the movie.
No, you know what? I don't remember the movie. I don't. Maybe I was too young, but I remember the cartoons. The movie I don't remember. I'll be honest with you. I can't lie. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna put it on? No. We're gonna watch the movie. Let's do it. Let's do this.
No, I know, right? I know, right?
What are you looking for?
I'm just typing. No, when the movie came out, I was obsessed. And I remember when Duke, we thought he was dead. When he grabbed the snake, Serpentor, and he went and got into Duke's chest, and Duke was in a coma, and we thought he was going to die, I cried.
Damn.
I cried.
Wow.
It was horrible. Dude. It was horrible. And then when not Flint, Falcon rose up and he was voiced by Don Johnson. John Johnson, right?
Wow.
What was the song that he came out with, Don Johnson?
I have no idea.
What was that song that he came out with? See that we're going by Don Johnson song.
This guy's gonna Google Don Johnson
song. What was his song? If you're out there listening, you can tell me. Heartbeat. I don't care what to say. You can give it away.
I didn't even know he had
Your
a song.
Money don't mean much to me. You don't remember that? No. Oh, okay. Hold on.
You're going to play it.
I'm going to have to play it.
Wow.
I'm going to have to play it.
Okay.
I'm just going to play snippets because I don't have the rights to it. But so YouTube. Here we go. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. And what's the name of the song? Heartbeat. Heartbeat. Don Johnson. This was a hit. This was his only hit. Oh, here we go. I still wrote. Oh, yeah. You don't remember this?
No.
Come on, Georgie.
I swear to God, I don't remember this. When did this come out?
A long time ago in a galaxy far away. I don't care what you say. You can give it away.
Don Johnson.
Your money don't mean much to me. By my own. And that's the way it's gotta be.
That's hysterical.
Everybody tell me how I can beat the odds, but how? Let's go to computer. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Heartbeat. I'm looking for a heartbeat. You don't remember this?
No.
Heartbeat. Now I'm looking for a beating like fire. All right. Beat easy to see.
Wow, you played a lot of that song.
Oh yeah, I grew up on songs.
You grew up, yes, you did.
I grew up on songs. ¿Qué pasó aquí? What is this doing here?
It's telling you that you should not have played that song.
It's heartbeat. Come on. He had the heartbeat. Eddie Murphy had Party All the Time.
I remember Eddie Murphy's
Right?
Party All the Time.
Yes.
Holy cow. Anyway, so Don Johnson
kids?
was the
This is
voice.
huge.
Oh, what is this?
What is
And
this?
I'm coming.
Sorry.
I have no idea.
That was your infomercial. In fact,
What's up, kids? This is George Medina.
Did
And I'm
There
coming
you
to
go.
live from
Yeah, but this is for the
walking down the
contest
street
thing.
on
You
a
might as well
Saturday
just take it off.
I'm excited to let you guys know that in January.
There you
that
go.
was our promo. You come on. I know all of you out there. You said that you were interested. George went out his way. He was in the streets dodging traffic. People thought he was crazy. They're like, look at this man, birds flying, and he's doing his promo live just for you. What's up?
Yeah, that was good. I mean, hey, listen, it was fun to do. I was fine.
It was fun to do.
It was fun.
It was fun.
But now, go ahead. So, what were you saying about the Don Johnson? You went into a whole different. You were talking
So
about
Don
Don
Johnson was the voice of Falcon in G.I. Joe the movie. So Falcon was a reckless, womanizing, careless, resented.
Was Lady Jane in the movie?
Yes, Lady J was in the movie.
She was in
yes.
the movie. Okay.
And he was Duke's brother, younger brother. And so Duke wanted him to be a soldier and whatever.
I remember Falcon.
And so it wasn't until he was faced with the thought of losing his brother that he needed to step up as a leader. And that was the rise of the Falcon.
Rise of the Falcon. You know what? I gotta watch that. I'm sure that I can find it on.
Yes.
I don't know if it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. I think it is.
Is it?
I'll tell you right now. Let's look it up, George.
No, I wonder if it is. Because I'll definitely
Let's
check
see.
it out. I'll definitely
Let's
watch
see.
it. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen any of that stuff. And now that remember they made the movies, the live action movies, and they were trash.
Yes.
As far as I'm concerned, they were just garbage.
Yes.
Are you on YouTube? See those right there, the G.I. Joe, Rise of the Cobra, and all that other nonsense. Terrible.
G.I. Joe the movie. Where is it?
Oh man, remember Sergeant Slaughter? Wow. That's the full movie.
Yeah, I'm looking for the full. Get out of there. All right, let's see. This is in full movie. Is it in a different language? This is Dutch.
It looks like it's in Dutch.
Let's see.
An hour 8 minutes long.
No,
Wow.
that's not it. That's not it. Superhero. No,
The
that's
Baroness was dope, man. That was such a good.
It's in Dutch. G.I. Joe 1987 full movie. You'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is. Let's go. Let's see if it's on Netflix. Hold on.
I thought that's what you gotta check. Netflix. Just type in where can I watch the G.I. Joe movie, and it'll probably give you a bunch of options.
Oh, let's see. 1917. Watch G.I. Joe the movie on Netflix today.
See?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is on Netflix.
It's available, man.
Okay.
It's available for you.
All right. 1987.
Alberto's cockroaches.
Jeez.
Yeah, so G.I. Joe the movie is on Netflix. If you want to watch it. I love G.I. Joe the movie. I thought it was fantastic. I was the introduction of Tunnel Rat in the movie.
Oh, really?
Hello.
Tunnel Rat was introduced?
Adios. Remember Quick Kick?
Quick Kick, yes.
Quick Kick was in there. Jinx.
Oh, Jenks was introduced in it? That was 87, Jenks?
Yes, because they were the new recruits.
Yeah.
So
I
it was
had
Tunnel
Jinx.
Rat, Jinx.
I had Jenks.
I think it was Tunnel Rat.
She was the Red Ninja, right?
Yes, Quick Kick, and Falcon. They were part of the new recruits. And so they were the youngins that had to step up and help save the day.
Okay.
Because everybody else was taken out.
Gotcha.
Right? Wow. So one of the things that I own is the IDW's reprint of the first 10 issues printed by Marvel Comics in the 80s of G.I. Joe. So IDW, I guess they bought the license to it. So with that, they got the ability to re-release the books actually done by Marvel. And this collected edition is a great read. Take you back to where it all started before you go into IDW's versions of G.I. Joe. And I thought that was a good read. So
you read it? You read it?
I read it back in. I have to read it again. So one of the things I read annually is I read Infinity Gauntlet, the trade paperback, every year. I always loved it. That's why I was glad that they made the movie with Thanos. But this here, my farm for the friends.
You may want to go into the other one.
I'm sorry, that's right here. Oh, so for you Instagram folk out there, this was one of my things that I illustrated on when I was about 13 years old.
Where's your single one? Your single camera?
My single? I'm gonna switch to Samuel better.
There you go.
Oh yeah, look at that. So I actually did this when I was, and you can see there's no perspective, there's no like anatomy. This is all taking my action figures, standing them up, and just drawing them. So you can see I have Serpentor. No, I have Serpentor. I have Nemesis Enforcer. I have Sergeant Slaughter, Storm Shadow. I have what is it? The No Trouble Bubbles there. I forgot his name. There's Snake Eyes. There's a Battle Armor Cobra Commander.
When did you draw this?
Getting shot up by Dusty. I was about 12, 13 years old.
Really?
Yeah. And so this is one of the points in my youth where my father was my mom's boyfriend. He never actually made an honest woman of her. He was just a living boyfriend. An honest woman of her. He said to me, "You'll never amount to anything, man, because you draw everything you copy. You a copier. You a fraud."
Wow.
I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yes, you copy. You a real artist draws from the cabeza, man." And I was like, "Yes, some of them." And so I started using my mind to draw, because I used to draw. I would watch the TV and I would draw Thundercats or He-Man, whatever I was seeing. Or I would put my action figures and I would draw from that. And then it was that conversation that pissed me off and said I got to go and...
and you started creating your own stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's what did it.
That's what did it.
It's funny. I think I don't know if we've all drawn them, but I remember having drawings of G.I. Joe as well, similar to what you're talking. But I didn't like in comic book format. So I would take like a piece of paper, draw the lines, and then just draw my own stories of G.I. Joe. And similar thing, it was like, why am I drawing G.I. Joe? Like, I want to create my own stuff. And then that's when I started creating my own stuff. But that's funny, man. That's what led to, is that what led to Cosmic Wars?
Cosmic Wars was Cosmic Wars came, yes, because I created, it started off, his name was Scrungy.
Scrungy?
Yeah. And that was the character, and then it became Gorf, and then it became Cosmic Gorf. It just evolved over time.
Is that remember that Cosmic Cow?
Yeah, so Cosmic Cow was an influence, and that was from Too Close for Comfort.
Too Close for Comfort,
right? With Schneider as the building manager.
Yes, Schneider.
Yes. And
that was a good show.
He had the two really beautiful and very sexy daughters.
I don't remember the daughters.
You don't remember that?
No, I remember the show. I don't remember the daughters.
No? You don't remember the daughters? Yeah, the blonde and the brunette. The brunette was in Warriors.
Oh, she was?
Warriors.
That was a good show, too. That was a good movie. No, I didn't know that.
The one that she was with the gang, and then they go, nobody messes with the whatever. And so then they lit up the cocktails, and then she ran with them, and she got in a train, and she's escaping with them to Coney Island.
Oh, shit.
You don't remember?
No, I don't remember.
Remember the scene where they're in the train station together, and she's dirty, and there's, I guess, a bunch of kids that coming from their prom, and they're all dressed up.
I remember the scenes.
And then
I just don't remember
she's trying to fix her
actress.
hair, and he grabs her hand, and he said, and it's almost like he's like, "You're beautiful as it is," without saying it.
Oh wow!
I thought that was a great manly scene.
That's like, great. It's almost like that scene in Star Wars where Princess Leia says, "I love you," and Han Solo says, "I
I know. Yeah. That's a George move.
No,
that was
it's
a
not.
George move.
I don't
if
have
you knew the George that I knew, that was a George move. He's like, yeah, I got you.
Know.
I got you.
I know.
That would be a George response. I got you.
I got you.
Yeah. Don't call me, I'll call you. Yeah, that's the George move.
No, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to G.I. Joe.
He said back to G.I. Joe. Not to
back to Oh, how we doing on this live show here?
You got nobody. We're dateless.
You got no dates?
We're at a prom and no one wants to dance with us, homie.
Wow. Okay.
So some fun facts about G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe.
You got fun facts.
Fun facts with sci-facts.
Okay.
G.I. Joe. Should I go to the G.I. Joe page? Let's see.
G.I. Joe page.
G.I. Joe page. All right. So G.I. Joe, a line of military-themed dolls and action figures created in 1964 by Hasbro, Rhode Island-based toy company. Rhode Island.
Wow, I didn't know that.
My grandparents lived in Rhode Island, and I used to go there for the summers.
Okay.
Yeah. Fun fact: my grandfather was a military police officer in the Korean War. He had the body of Bruce Lee, slim and ripped. Yeah. Ripped. He was very intimidating. So I remember it was storming, rain, hardcore rain. And he goes, Puchito, ven conmigo. I was like, what happened? He says, take off your shirt, bring your calzoncillos, and ven conmigo. We go outside. That's he saying, hey, come with me. Right? So he grabs a bar of soap, 2 bars of soap. He gives me a bar of soap. And he goes, this is what we did in the military. And we're outside in the rain. And we're bathing, showering in the rain. And I'm there with my underwear, showering with my grandfather. The neighbors see it. So the father across the street comes with his son, and they're Philippine. And they come over. And then it became like this party. And everyone was out there. It was just like, it was such a refreshing thing, too.
That's hysterical.
Yes.
That was your grandfather?
That's my grandfather.
In Rhode Island?
In Rhode Island, yeah.
That's funny, man.
He said, let's go outside. He goes, there's no need to waste water. We got water outside. I was like, okay.
Let's take a shower outside with the people.
Yes, I guess, yeah. So that's what they did when they were in the jungle. Wow. So Hasbro marketed the first G.I. Joes as a lifelike action soldier, consciously eschewing the word doll, despite the fact that the original G.I. Joe was 12 inches tall, was posable, and featured interchangeable outfits and accessories. I remember that I didn't like any of those.
No. They were the big ones. They were like almost like Barbie sized.
Yeah, it was. That's why I didn't like it. I felt like I was playing with a doll.
Really?
I didn't want dolls. And all traits consistent with Mattel's popular Barbie doll. See? That's why I didn't like it. It just didn't click. Everyone was saying, yo, Joe. I was like, no, Joe. No, Joe. Right? So G.I. Joe was, at first, a great commercial success. But sales declines as support for the Vietnam War waned. In 1969, Hasbro responded by reimagining America's movable fighting man as G.I. Joe Adventure Teams. During the 1970s, various other attempts were made to keep the franchise in step with popular culture, but sales declined as well. And then with the intensification of this Cold War in the early 80s, the franchise was relaunched as G.I. Joe, a real American hero. These figures were just 3 3/4 inches tall, a scale virtually identical to that of the wildly popular Star Wars toys. And I transitioned from Star Wars to G.I. Joe. Yeah. While the original G.I. Joe featured characters simply named Sailor or Pilot, the 1982 toy line introduced a diverse, often outlandish cast of heroes and villains.
Yeah.
That's when it got good.
I remember they in the back of the packaging, they would have their profiles or whatever, and they would have like the little bio.
Yeah, I gotta stop doing that.
And that's when I actually started. I like that. I like the fact that you could get their bio, and I started doing that. You start doing that for your own stuff.
Word.
What do you got there?
In my Twitter.
Wait, you done with it? You done with the history?
Oh no, I'm just pulling up the Twitter.
Oh, I thought
why did you act on, man? Why did you act on?
I thought you were done with it. I was like, yo, what else? What's going on?
I can split screen my.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know. Now you know, and knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe.
Wow. Way to bring it back.
You like that, right? So I'm good. All right, so let's see. Where would they leave off? Star Wars, right?
82,
While the original G.I. Joe featured characters, whatever, I read that. The adventures of G.I. Joe team were recounted in a monthly Marvel comic helmed by veteran writer Larry Hama, featuring storylines that were surprisingly mature and complex for a toy-based franchise. The book was a top seller for Marvel. Most notably, Hama wrote and drew the groundbreaking Silent Interlude, March 1984, an issue that featured no dialogue.
21.
The story was cited by critics as a landmark achievement in the development of sequential art. The animated TV series G.I. Joe premiered in 1985 and aired regularly in syndication over much of the subsequent decade.
Damn.
The franchise made the transition to the big screen with G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra in 2009 and its sequel, G.I. Joe: Retaliation, in 2013.
Whack.
Although the films were poorly received by critics,
Whack.
they earned nearly $700 million worldwide.
Wow.
But they have 3 coming out in the fall.
They do?
Yep. And it's called, I'll tell you right now. Hold on a second.
Get out of here. Is The Rock in it?
Jace.
Is The Rock in it?
Yo no mientes. Yes, The Rock is in it.
He's in it.
Yes.
I'm surprised he hasn't promoted that.
Hold on.
He's a promoting beast.
G.I. Joe movie 3. Let's look. Oh, who else is there? Oh, you got Sensei Vegan. What up, dude? What's up?
Sensei
Hola, Sensei Vegan. Hola. Yeah, and so let's see. It's called Ever Vigilant with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So Paramount is set to opening a third, blah, blah, blah. They moved it to October 16, 2020.
Really?
Yep. And they got Dungeons and Dragons too. So it's coming out. So part 3 is coming out. George don't believe me.
Nah, I'm surprised by this. Wow. Ever Vigilant, huh? Yo, Joe. In development. I didn't know you could split that. That's cool.
Jace?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes. So, oh yeah, you can do a lot of things with this thing.
Yeah, I had no idea you could split it like that because I've been like, damn, how do I put 2 things up there? But can you do that off of like if you're in one program, like if you're on the web, can you put 2 things up at the same time on the same web? Is that what you have going on there? No, right?
You're talking about like if I did. Hold on 1 second. If I did, so what am I doing? So if I did this, can I take this out and put this here?
Yeah.
I gotta. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go that way. You gotta go.
Oh.
No, you gotta go. And you gotta go.
Oh.
You gotta go. There you go. Boom. So now, if I did this,
Great.
yes, I can.
Oh, you can do the same thing.
How you like me now?
Oh, that's awesome. Oh. That beat's gonna be used a lot.
Go, Georgie. Go, Georgie. All right. So
Wow.
He's like, yo, he crazy.
All right.
Yes, I don't know why I'm trying to sign into my Google account.
All
right, so that's that. Yeah, so you can do that. So let's get this out of here. Out of her. Oh, actually, out of here. There you go. Baya. Booyah. And get you over here.
So we got streams, but no watches.
No watches, yes, summon them's.
No watchers.
I know
All
we
right.
do this for you, but you don't want to follow, so we're not going to do no contest because you know him, man.
No
So
watchers.
if you're going to listen to the show, I know that because you're going to listen to it on Podbean or iHeartRadio, or you'll watch it on YouTube. We're putting out a contest for the month of January. All you artists out there, show your crazy skills. We're looking for the best caricatures of George and I that we're going to use as our promo piece on YouTube going forward. So the winner will get that piece announced in February and get bragging rights because you'll have your piece on Catch the Craze, but also you get to win a prize, and that prize will be a shirt from Catch the Craze. And you let us know the size, and we'll have it and sent to you. So if you're up for the challenge, let us know, and we'll go from there. And when you submit your entries, we'll send you a waiver because it is a contest, and then we have the rights to use it any way we want, and you get bragging rights and you get a shirt. So if you're down for the cause and you want to show your skills, just holler and enter the contest. What else about Joe, bro?
What else about Joe? So what else you got? So they made a movie on it. The third one's coming out.
Jace.
You had 113. I can't believe you had that many.
I had 178, and then my brother threw it away, and now I have 98 that I was able to find again.
You have them in the room?
No, I have like that GI Joe vehicle right there, which is the transport vehicle, which you could put about a dozen soldiers in the back of it. I used to have the Tomahawk, and my brother threw that away. And then when I rebought the Tomahawk, it was stolen.
Oh my God!
Yes, I had it in storage, and they stole everything from storage.
No.
Yes, I just had bad luck with GI Joe.
You did.
I was like, yo,
I have some stuff in storage. I gotta find out what it is.
He doesn't even know.
I don't even know what I have in there.
You know, people make money off of people's storage because they forget it, they leave it, they don't pay it, and then all of a sudden they auction it off.
That's true. Yeah.
You know, my shit was just taken.
Yeah.
It was just taken.
They just took your stuff.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Summon them.
Wow. So what else is going on in this month?
The month.
Show? I mean, G.I. Joe. I mean that, and we're going to be doing that throughout the year, right? We're going to have like themes.
Oh, I got another story of G.I. Joe.
Oh, you
right?
do?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's story time.
Go for it.
So I remember there was this kid named The Well. He was a friend of mine. He was selling his Joes. So this is where I get it. Cause he was selling his Joes.
There you go.
And so I found out. So I took my boy Eddie with me, but I didn't want Eddie to know what apartment that Noel lived in. And it was an apartment complex that, when you go in, there's two sets of doors in the vestibule. Then you're in the lobby, one of two lobbies, because there's a lobby and then there's two sides, right? So there's a big hall space, and you go up the stairs on that side, up the stairs on that side. It's apartments. Then you go into the courtyard, same setup on the other side.
Okay.
Right. So I went up, and I said, wait for me in the lobby. And I went up to go buy, because he was selling some of the stuff that I didn't have. So I'm buying it. And then, so I leave, and I see Eddie running down the stairs. I was like, what? Eddie came back, and he bought the figures that I had on hold, because Noel just wanted the money. So he sold it to him, and they didn't put there was no loyalty at that time.
First come, first
serve.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to get this summoner back. So I said, Eddie, come with me. I'm going to buy some stuff, and I'll give you $5. He said, all right. So I go, whatever. I give him the $5. He goes into a jewelry shop because he wanted an earring, for his hoop earring. And so it's a jewelry shop. He goes in. I'm sitting outside. I'm already laughing, and I'm on the curb. I'm crying. I have tears in my eyes. Eddie wasn't smart enough. I gave him the $5 bill folded up with the 5 showing up, and I gave it to him folded in a small square. He goes in, gives the guy the money. He puts the earring on, starts walking to the door. Security comes and grabs him, snatches him up. So it was a half of a 5. It was a half of a 5.
Wait, you cut the $5 bill?
Yeah.
You cut it.
Yeah. Had to get it back.
Wait, so you wasted a $5 bill?
Huh?
You wasted a $5 bill?
No. It was my brother. Who you'll get the other half if you do the chores.
Oh.
Right? So I had the half of that. I'm like, forget it. I'm going to go get this guy back because
wow.
He went and bought
so
the Joes.
It didn't matter.
He went and bought the
$5
Joes.
didn't
He went and
matter.
bought the Joes I wanted. So I was like, all right, since you did me dirty, I got you now. And so he went, I'm on the curb. I'm crying. They got him. They snatch him up. They bring him to the front. They take his picture. He's not allowed to come back into the store anymore.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
What did he do after that?
Nothing. When he came out, he saw me laughing. He couldn't do nothing but laugh.
Yo,
It was awesome.
Oh, man.
I was
Joes.
I was vengeful. I mean, if you cross me,
yeah.
For me, I was like, all right, it's payback. It's karma.
Uh-huh.
Karma. I believe in karma.
You believe in karma. Well, that wasn't technically, you kind of created the karma. Like,
nah, man.
No. Yeah, they used to call you karma, right?
Yeah, it's karma chameleon.
Karma. Oh, man.
Yes, that's my G.I. Joe story of the day. But it was so cutthroat in the neighborhood that I used to paint the bottom of the feet of my G.I. Joes because people would try to 5-finger discount. They come to your house. Next thing you know, you're like, oh, where's the rest of my Joes, right? So you couldn't even trust the hood rats that you
I
hung
don't
out
know.
with.
That's why when Jabbar used to take these things to school, like I was like, how the hell? No, I mean nobody ever took anything. We were like on the honor system, but
Who's Jabbar?
Jabbar was the kid that used to go to school with me to play G.I. Joes. You weren't paying attention to my story. You're over here doing all other kinds of stuff. I'm listening to Eddie stealing your G.I. Joes.
Wait, George Medina. Medina. George Medina. Medina.
He said it was Jabbar.
I was like, was that an action figure?
We had, all right, so never mind. I can't even say it because it's going to happen in the future. But we had a whole thing about listening, and here you are just not listening.
Was I setting this up?
I don't know what the hell you were.
That's again. So.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man, that's messed up.
Woo! All right, how's your tea? How's your tea? I love my cat.
I love my cat.
Oh, we just went right into it. We didn't even say what we were doing for the month. We didn't even welcome everybody back. New year.
Oh yeah,
we just went right into the boom. G.I. Joe. Yeah. Yes, I like that. You got new stuff in there? What else you got there?
I got my intro. What was that one? Oh, that's the G.I. Joe song.
Okay.
This is the clap.
Okay.
This is you. And I still got the other two that I gotta work on.
Okay.
That's to show you Craze. Look.
Did you take the long one out that never stops?
That became this.
Oh, good.
That's the new George Medina.
Okay. No, that wasn't. No, there was another one.
Yeah, and it was like George Medina.
No, not that one. There was another one that once you hit it, you have to wait until it ends because you can't stop it. Is that it?
Yeah, no, I fixed that. I fixed that problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because there was one.
Yeah, I had to research that. It was a little cray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is New Year. This is the comeback show from the New Year because we had the New Year's countdown.
Yes.
So what did you do? What were you doing this whole time, Georgie?
I was in Chicago. I was in Chi-Town.
Chicago.
I went from the 24th and I got back on the 2nd. From Chicago, and it wasn't cold. I thought it was going to be freezing. It wasn't. It was actually nice. It was a mild weather. We got snow one day, but that was it, and it wasn't even that crazy. But you listen and you hear about Chicago. It's freezing cold, negative. It wasn't. It was 50 degrees out there. It was really beautiful, but it was nice. I had a good time. What did you do?
What did I do? New Year's. Oh. First time in a long time that I was actually up for New Year's.
Yeah.
I was watching Rambo: Last Blood. We were watching Gemini Man with Will Smith, and then we were watching Witcher. And we probably fell asleep around 2:30 in the morning. First time. Normally I'm out. I'm not a party guy, so normally I'm out by 11 o'clock, and then I wake up like at 12:30, like it's over.
Yeah, I mean New Year's is not.
It's not the same. It was fun when I was a kid.
Yeah, you used to
because we used to go to like friends and family parties, and the kids would be in one room, and the adults would be, and it's like
that's true.
We were like, Happy New Year.
Really, it was that kind of party. You have any Spanish music playing? You had that.
Let's see. What is it? What Celia Cruz? What is that?
Oh man, Sam! You know every English song.
I know, right?
Not one Spanish song comes to mind.
What is it? There's a
Celia Cruz. Timbala, timbala, timbala,
yes.
timbala, timbala, timbala. Oh man!
How do you spell it?
You're never gonna. I mean, timbala. Put T-I-M.
Oh, T.
T-I-M. And there you go.
Right.
Oh, it's Kimbara. It's Kimbara.
You know how to say it yourself.
Kimbara. We're playing. Oh.
I don't know. What does it take to be a shingling dancer? Oh, sucky. Here it is. Main screen.
This is what you listen to during your Christmas parties.
Oh, sucky.
Go ahead, Sam. Go ahead. Do some salsa dancing. Go ahead. Get up there.
Oh. Come on, Joyce. In Union City, they got Celia Cruz Way.
And yes. I went to see her show on Broadway. It was really good, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where's the main? Dun, dun. Why is he calling you?
Oh man.
That's the stuff.
All right. So that's what the party was all about. Boom. And
Party time, yes.
And now you just go to sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, it's different.
Tito Fuentes, Celia Cruz, those are the parties.
Tito.
Yes.
So you did have a Puerto Rican upbringing. Well, she's Cuban,
Yes.
but you had a Puerto Rican upbringing.
Yes.
Tito Puente. Look at you. Reminiscing.
Mm-hmm.
That was the man though.
Yes.
Oh. That's a good one.
Who doesn't know this?
Ding, ding.
You know how many movies use this? Dun, dun. Do you guys remember this?
This is the jam right here. He's about to do his thing with his timbales.
Yes. Look at him.
These guys. Oh. It's too easy. Look at it. It's too easy.
Yes. He's got skills. Oye, ¿cómo va?
That kid is nasty. It's funny. I've never seen this.
No? Well, they got it with... Then he got Kimbara with Celia Cruz and Tito Fuentes.
Oh, yeah? It's cute. Oh, this is a minute long, bro. Oh, no, you can skip it. Oh, there she is. Tito.
Look at that. Two legends.
Her voice, yeah.
You know who has her features?
Ooh.
You know who has her features? What's her name? Cardi B.
Oh, really?
If you look at Cardi B's face, she has her features.
Yeah, that's true. I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Anyway, you got Pyramid Graphic Novels. What's up?
What up, Jerry?
What's up? Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Jerry.
Wave. All right. I'm waving to all of you peoples, okay? So, that was all memory lane on to... New Year's Eve was amazing back when I was a kid. I used to love...
Oh, yeah. New Year's Eve was definitely different.
I used to not want to go, but then when you were there, you had fun because there was always this new girl in the group. They're like, oh, hello.
You were going there for the girls.
Let me fix my big caterpillar eyebrows. Hold on. And then you're like all the way over to her.
Okay.
Do you want to dance?
So by then you had game. By then you had gotten over your whole shyness. You were ready to go in by then.
People play. Remember that song I played for you the other day?
Yes.
Yeah. She was like, don't do it again, please.
Yeah, no, that was
don't
good.
Don't do it again. Yeah. I mean, you. When I was a kid, you work. I let my sister work it for me.
Right.
She's like, my brother thinks you're cute.
Oh.
I was like, and then she would tell me if the girl did the same thing. She says, oh no, she don't like you. I'm like, oh damn. Or she'd come over and she goes, she thinks you're cute. Now don't bother me anymore.
Wow.
I want $1. I'm like, okay.
Damn, you had a whole little hustle.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I'm a hustler.
Oh, who's it? Oh, Jerry. Jerry's watching us. Jerry joined.
Golden Stars, Jerry.
On Facebook. What up, Jerry?
What up,
How
Jerry?
come you have the double screen up there? Oh, because that's what's online?
That's what's online. Yeah, that's what's on that computer right there. Right there.
I got you.
Right there. But if we go back to, we were on this topic, the G.I. Joe topic, and we can watch that screen from here. We watch that there. Yeah. So, I mean, New Year's was different back then. So, this is the first time we were actually up. Yeah. We were surprised that we were up.
Yeah.
And we laughed about it. And it's like, all right, we're not that old. And I was off New Year's Day and New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Which is cool.
That's good. You had 2 days off.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was, I didn't go, I went back to work on Friday and then I went back, obviously Monday, and now we're back to work. But, no, I missed New York. Like I missed working, if that makes any sense. Like I just felt like, okay, it's time to go back to doing something. Like I got tired of doing nothing.
Right.
You know, like it just became that time when it was like, okay, it's just too much time doing nothing.
Right.
You know, so, I got back, I couldn't wait to get back to it. And this is exciting because we got back. Well, yesterday we were here in the studio. We were recording our shows.
Yes.
And today we're back doing the same thing. So we have a great lineup coming up. We have two very talented female artists.
Very talented.
Daphne Lang.
Yes.
Lage.
And we're not talking about...
How do you pronounce her name? Lage?
Daphne Lage.
Lage. You know what? I need
Daphne
to ask her.
Lay.
Is it Lage? It's Lage, but it's. I'm just wondering how it's.
It could be silent.
It
could be Lage. Lage. It could be French.
Silent. Well, if she's on, let us know. How do you pronounce your name?
How do you...
Daphne.
You are on. Yeah, she is on.
Yeah, she is. Daphne. How do you pronounce your name?
How do you pronounce your name? Lage.
And then we have a young lady by the name of Caitlin Yarsky.
Yarsky.
Yeah, she's an artist. She's got a book out through Image called Coyotes.
Coyote Ugly.
Coyotes. And then we have June, my man June Nunez.
Yes.
A very talented graphic artist who we've completed all those interviews. So next week you'll hear Daphne. Next Friday.
Yeah.
The Friday after that, the 24th, will be June, and then the 31st will be Caitlin.
Yes.
So that's gonna be fun. And you're going away next week.
Yes, but you don't want anybody to know.
Yeah. That's right. We don't want anybody to know.
Sam's never going away. I'm always around. Yeah. All right? That's right.
I'm always around.
Don't knock the hustle.
I'm always around. Oh, any reason to play that? Where'd you get this beat? Do you have like a drum set downstairs?
No, I was like, I need a beat for George, and it's like, there's it is. There's
did you also buy that beat though? Because you don't want any trouble.
Yes, I think it's one of the beats that I bought. Yes.
Good. All
so
right.
I bought the right to use it. So
good. So use it. Use the
sucker free Sunday. All right.
Sucker free. I like that view right there with that bigger view like that.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah.
It looks very professionally polished.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have the guest on the show. We threw out the gauntlet. If you're an artist out there, the challenge is we're looking for caricatures of George and I that we want to use as our YouTube promo. The winners will be selected in February, and the winner gets bragging rights to the fact that you'll get credit for the for us using it, and you get to win a Catch the Craze shirt. You just let us know your size, and it'll be shipped to your house free of charge on us to you. But all entries, once you submit it, we have to sign a waiver because once we pick we can use it any way we want to promote the show. So if you're down with it, to get down, show us your best rendition of myself and Georgie Porgy Puddin' Pie. What else? So we had some really good topics in this month.
Yeah.
What were the topics?
So we got
topics.
So basically what we're doing is every show we're going to have a segment called Get Your Meds.
Yes. We had a show.
There are a few topics that we had. We had one called What Are You Born With It? And
right.
We talk about leadership, whether you're born a leader or whether you could be made into a leader. And we had that whole conversation, so you can check that out. Deals with the art of making a deal, or the reasons why you should be willing and ready to go out there and make deals. Because as creators, we can't just sit behind a desk and draw. We have to promote our stuff, and we got to go out there and give it to the masses. And the only way to do it is to deal, make deals and things like that. After 5 is a topic about how do you balance your 9 to 5 and then your passion.
Yes.
What are the steps? What are some of the things that you can do? So we've had a couple of topics. And then, of course, on every show, we also have Story Time with Sam.
Story Time with Sam.
So this is going to be a segment of the show where
a story.
Sam tells us a story.
A lovely lady who was bringing
He's got tons of them.
Very lovely girls.
So there'll never be a shortage of stories from Sam.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm the wealth of knowledge.
There you go.
Right.
So that's what it is. The first half hour will be us. The second half hour is always our guest, and that's how we're doing it.
So what I would like to know, Mr. Georgie.
Yes.
How did you come up with get your Medinas?
Get Your Meds. It's a play on my last name, Medina.
Yeah, no,
Meds.
I picked up on that.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's how I literally came up with it.
Jail likes after 5.
That's actually Jerry. Well, we had a conversation, and he said, "Hey, George," he's like, "What would be a good one, man?
Bust you up.
How do you do? How do you balance your job with your passion?" And then that's how that whole topic came about. So thank you very much, Jerry. I gave you a shout out on the show.
Yes.
For it. So thanks, man. And that's what we want to do. We want to hear from everybody. If you have an idea, if you have a topic that you want us to discuss, or you're interested in, hey, I wonder what their take is on it. Again, like Sam said at the beginning of even this show, we're not experts.
No.
We're never going to claim to be experts. I'm going to go on the Google. I'm going to do I'm going to do my research or whatever. As much as possible. Google. And exactly. And then Sam and I will just shoot it back and forth, and hopefully that'll be entertaining and informative.
Yes, you treat Google like the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
The great and powerful Oz.
The powerful Google.
Let me defer to Google.
Let me go to Google.
Yes,
see what Google got.
Google be playing us.
Google.
I'm telling you, man. They be playing us.
Google be playing us.
You do one search on Google, and now it's on all of your applications. It's on all your social media. All these advertisements are coming out of nowhere.
Dude, it's crazy. Your phone.
You don't even have to say anything. You could just be talking right now.
No, that's what I was going to say. The phone listens,
yes.
bro. Next time you're on Instagram, whatever we were talking about, you're going to have something about leadership. You're going to have something about passion. Something. It's always going to happen.
¿Qué pasó?
Oh, look at this. TikTok in the background. What is this?
I don't know.
Where you got the little TikTok?
It was always there.
Oh, the TikTok logo was always at the bottom?
Sam had a snafu.
Oh.
No looking.
No looky. I think you're good. Somebody. And not for nothing, I love conspiracies, bro. I'm a big conspiracy guy. I love conspiracies. I'm sure you are too, Sam. Something tells me you're into conspiracies.
C-O-N-spiracy.
I always feel like where's that C-O-N-spiracy? Where's that from? C-O-N-spiracy.
C-O-N-spiracy.
Where's that from?
Where's that from?
In Living Color.
How you living?
In Living Color.
In Living Color.
In Living Color used to have. Remember, Damon Wayans, I think, had that guy who was who always carried a jar of pickles. It wasn't pickles. It was his shit. Or his.
Oh,
remember
he
that?
said.
He said, "Oh, yeah." But remember that he was a homeless guy.
Ah.
But he was always like he was woke, and he would speak like that.
Ah.
He's like, it's a conspiracy. C-O-N.
Just think about it. That Google knows. Yes. C-O-N conspiracy. It's like what is it? What were the two? It's like two snaps in the circle. It's like, hated it.
In Living Color was classic.
Yes. Let me tell you something. Fire Marshal Bill.
A lot of great.
What was it? What was it's like what's it? Jamie Foxx's character?
Oh, Wanda with the big lips.
Yes, Wanda.
There were so many characters, bro. That show was hysterical.
That was great.
It was a really good show. Jennifer Lopez came out of that show. Remember, she was one of the Fly Girls.
J-Lo, yes.
Yeah, J-Lo came out of there. Yeah, no, that was a great show, man. Yes. I missed that show.
Yes, just think about it, and Google knows. Google knows everything. Yes.
No, it's true. Google knows.
And if you talk
Jerry knows.
If you talk to the old school Hispanics, like, ese Google sabe mucho.
Ese Google.
Ese Google. Ese Google sabe mucho.
Surprised you play the beat on that.
I know.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn.
Woo. All right, so we go from G.I. Joe to Celia Cruz to Tito Puente. I mean, we've
Living Color.
In Living Color, we threw a little Living Color in there for you.
The old powerful Google.
Yes. But we're gonna continue to have fun this year. This month you're gonna have some really good interviews. You guys are gonna have a good time. And February we're rounding out that group. In February, I got a couple of guys that want to be on the show already. So that's in the future.
Yes.
But yeah, man. So what else you got? What else you got for us before we sign off, Sam?
Before we sign off, let's see. Off the top of the dome, I want to thank. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Profile. No, not the profile. I want to do the followers. Followers. Okay. So I want to thank Didi Gold. Sorry, Dej. Z Publishing, California. Allison Page, Ray. Ray of Bronx Heroes. Shane Sheba and Sky, author of Paul Viner. Pyramid Jay. Jay, he's just started following on Instagram.
Nice.
MD Cornut. And Heaven's Reincarnation. Alaska Comic Con. David Haviland and Tracy Trainer. Thank you guys for following us on the Twitter account. Thank you for the new followers on Instagram. on the gram. Let's see if I can get that up in here. Let's see. Do I have the gram? Gram? Oh, you've been logged out. Oh, thank you, Graham, because I can't be logged on to 2 different things at the same time. Instagram, you really need to come up with the times. I should be able to be on multiple platforms to be able to view and respond.
You're going live. It won't let you.
It won't let me. But anyway, thank you for the newest followers. I'm also on TikTok, so I want to thank the followers on TikTok. And I'm looking forward to this year, and we have the contest going. Again, draw your favorite characters.
Yep.
Caricatures of us. Make sure that you get my good side. And I think that's good for me.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, follow us on the Facebook fan page.
Yes.
Catch the Craze on Facebook. Follow us on Catch the Craze on Instagram. Now it's on TikTok, right? Twitter.
Yes. And if you listen to us on any of our audio shows, whether it's your streamer of choice is iHeartRadio or Spotify or Pandora or TuneIn or Apple, make sure you subscribe to that show as well. And really, really, really want to grow our YouTube page.
Yes.
So if you can help us grow that page, it's growing slower than every other platform, but we really like to grow that page. So we appreciate it if you hook us up.
Every show on Friday on YouTube.com/Catch the Craze. And you can check out my website also, medinawhip.com.
Yes.
And I think that's about all of it, man.
Yeah, that's about all of it. So we're going to go out with these credits. Oh, let us know what you think of our new opener and our new closer. But other than that, I'm Sam the Crazy Man Rivera, and he is
George the Dreamer Medina. And we'll be on next week.
Yes.
See you Friday.
See you next time.
Later.
See you next week.
It's just easy. It's not.
Crazy. I'm so crazy. You so crazy.
Acquiesce.
Crazy.
No, I was talking about my friend Acquiesce. I met him
Say my name. Say my name.
right?
This is what you were thinking? Oh,
You are listening to
Describe me. He said, I'm the...
You're listening to Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze. To Catch the Craze. You are listening to Catch the Craze on Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze.